Так, вроде все работает. Будем надеяться, будет работать хорошо. Всем привет, с вами Дан, Рина. Это Жека, Йоля. Девочки, да, девочки, мои сладкие бабусечки. Ой, и... Что еще? Что еще? Да, USB здесь все. И это время ночных серий. Потому что у нас не было времени сделать это раньше. Кто-то смотрит, да, кстати. Нет, Сидими. Ты не смотришь на ютубе, ты их даже, блин, в ВК не смотришь. Ага, а толку-то? В смысле? Я загружаю отдельно. Потому что если на ютубе что-то накроется медным тазом, у меня в ВК будет исходники. Что? Да в смысле? Понимаешь, что если реально YouTube мне начнет это самое, то у меня это самое. Так, я вот думаю, мне вкачать влияние или мастерское выживание. Давай пусть будет влияние мастерское. Будем забалтывать, короче, всех. Будем таким языкастым чертякой такие. Так, тихо, спокойно. Сохраняемся на всякий случай. Оба наушника садим как надо. Так, Амон.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
У меня есть доказательства, что Логейн замешан в работорговле.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Ох, едицкая твоя сила. Все, погнали. Я, правда, не знаю, куда мы погнали. Но мы Блин, вот, мать. Мне страшно, понимаешь? Я гляжу на это, мне страшно. Боже мой. Это, блин, это же официальная цифровая копия. Почему все так плохо? Это же Steam-версия.
Indeed. Yes.
Ну, с Богом, как говорится. Давай. Нет, нет, мне придется перезапускать игру. Нет. Твою мать. Мне сейчас в срочном порядке надо перезапустить игру. Она лагает. Так, все, раздуплилась. Пошли. Надеюсь, все будет хорошо. Очень надеюсь, правда, что все будет хорошо. Королевский дворец. А это что? Товарный склад на границе. Я сейчас не понял. Ну-ка, пошли. Это что за фигня такая? Что за нахрен? А!
Yes.
Все нормально. Хорошо.
Mama never came back from ever. What's taking her so long?
Мама не придет. Девочка. Прости, твоя мама мертва. Какой-то очень странный маршрут до Королевского замка, знаете.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
Ой, слушай, неужели ты впрямь не видишь, во что превратился Логейн?
I have had so many doubts of late. Loghain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it. But I owe him everything. I cannot betray him. Do not ask me to.
Ну, блин. Дай мне его остановить. Сама знаешь, по-другому нельзя.
I never thought duty would taste so bitter. Stop him, Warden. Stop him from betraying everything he once loved. Please, show mercy. Without Loghain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
Я же говорил, мы будем языкастым чертякой. Мы ее каким-то чудом уломали. Господи, твою мать. Господи, забери. Здорово, ёпта.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
Это же день.
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
При чем тут вообще Орлей? Ты чё, дебил? Там порождения тьмы вырвались на свободу.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South is fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
Ну, во-первых, ты позволил Рэндону Хоу бросать в темницу и пытать невиновных.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Hal was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him.
Конечно.
Whatever Hal may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
Это не его дом. Разве есть правосудие в том, чтобы продавать эльфов в Тевинтер?
Selling elves? Explain this, Loghain.
This is war. Did you believe it would be like the old tales? Knights with pennants flying over battlefields where all outcomes are decided simply and with honor. War is cruel. Every soul who fought alongside Marek knows this. And in it, there are no such things as innocence, only the living and the dead, and the degrees of guilt both bear. Sacrifices were made. If they were too great, the Maker will judge me for it. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter?
Мы здесь говорим о твоих преступлениях.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Послушайте Анору, Логейн одержим жаждой власти.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Anora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens. The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Человек. Собрание земли против тебя, Логейн. Прими свое поражение с достоинством.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Отзови своих солдат и уладим это дело по законам чести.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough. Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
Я сам выйду против тебя.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Смотри-ка. До последнего меч не достает. Даже так, да? Нифига себе, а как это у меня так? Да блин, откуда у него столько выносливости, я не понимаю. И какого хрена он меня постоянно опрокидывает, а я не могу этого с ним проделать. Он меня просто опрокидывает, и блин. И откуда у него столько выносливости? Причем он от моего удара щитом не падает, а я от него отлетаю. Просто какой-то попац. Жать. Не думаю, что тебе это поможет. Да блин, что у него за меч, который с меня снимает 40, блин, единиц хп, а у меня против него только 30. Так, а я не пойму, почему 345? Это типа мало?
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
За свои преступления ты умрешь.
Wait, there is another option. Batean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Ты хочешь сделать его серым стражем? Почему?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not. Riord, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?
Согласен, ему нет прощения.
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Hush. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Хорошо. Камон, бля. Он бросил умирать своего короля, увел войско. Устроил, по сути, гражданскую
So it is
войну,
decided.
государственный переворот.
Alistair will take his father's throne.
Wait, what? No. When did this get decided? Nobody's decided that. Have they?
So much for our plan to rule together. If Alistair would rather not have the throne, I am more than willing to take it.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Enora. Warden, will you help us?
Да, я могу это уладить.
As the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead Ferelden?
Я полагаю, Алистер и Анора намерены пожениться и править вместе.
We do. I believe this is what King Merrick wanted. To see his blood tied to my father's to begin a new line of Ferelden kings.
But I did swear an oath. What I mean is, I'm all for founding a new line of kings. But, well, there's the Blight.
What the king is trying to say, my lords and ladies, is that he will be taking the field with his fellow Grey Warden to do battle with the archdemon.
Yes. That.
Until then, I shall stay in Denerim and rule in my husband's absence, as I did for Kaelin. But I trust Alistair shall reach a more heroic ending.
My fellow Grey Warden will, I hope, take Logein's place as the leader of my armies. Shall we finish this thing together?
А больше я не мог и мечтать, мой король.
Everyone, get ready to march. It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it!
Ferelden is depending on you all.
О, господи.
You made me king. After all this is over with, they're actually going to put me on the throne. I'm going to be the king.
Кстати, поздравляю с помолвкой.
Congratulations. Congratulations? Why would you do this to me? How could you? I've done nothing but regret my blood since the day I was born. I don't want this. I never wanted this. I hate the very idea of it. I thought we were friends. You knew how I felt about this, yet you went ahead and did it anyway. Why?
Ты предпочел, чтобы Анора правила самостоятельно?
Yes, well, no. She would have executed me, so that would have been bad.
Действительно.
I just never thought of myself as a leader. I'm going to make a terrible king, you have to know that. How can I make decisions that are going to affect the lives of everyone in the kingdom? I guess I don't really have a choice in this now, do I? I'll do my best, of course, and I expect that you'll be there to help me, right?
Хочешь, чтобы я тебе помогал?
You're the one who got me into this mess. And besides, where else would you go? We're a team.
А как же серые стражи?
Well, that option isn't really open to me anymore, is it? I'm going to be king whether I like it or not. Grey Warden or no. And if I can be an exception, then so can you. As a matter of fact, I insist.
Думаю, меня можно убедить.
That's good enough for me. Arleman has left for Redkliffe. He says the army has gathered there and is almost ready to march. As soon as we're ready, we should head to Redkliffe ourselves. The Blight awaits, right?
Да, брат, да. Алистер не одобряет. Брат, ты меня простишь, я знаю. Нужно качаться. 2 уровня вкачал, нифига себе. Я не знаю, что вкачивать.
This is the nicest. What's on your mind?
Ничего.
It is no trouble.
Ай, господи, Япона, мать.
Huh. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Короче, ребятки, движемся мы в Редклиф. Но мы не просто так движемся в Редклиф, правильно? Мы движемся с одной конкретной целью. Алистер, для тебя подарок.
This shield, it's Duncan's, isn't it? That's his crest.
Я подумал, может, он тебе пригодится.
Thank you. Truly, I had no idea his shield wasn't with him. This is perfect. I don't know how else to express my gratitude. This means a great deal to me. I can't believe you remembered it at all.
Конечно, запомнил.
I'll treasure this. Thank you.
Видишь, я же говорил, что ты меня простишь. Правда, но в инвентарь нам не добавилось, ну да ладно. Нет, ты лучше знаешь. Осталось пара кустов, конечно. Недоделанных. Ну как пара. Один. Все, погнали. Было бы неплохо, конечно, еще инвентарь опустошить. Но кто? Зачем ты это делаешь, паскуда, твою мать?
Done.
Ребята. Все правильно. Все так это должно быть. А я сделаю вот так. Ага, вот она. самую кучу. Хорошо, хорошо пошло. Даже вы, ребят. Такая, ай, сука. Только какой хороший. Жахни там куда-нибудь. Так, Алистер, займись, пожалуйста, вот этим чебуречком. Блин, тут это самое. Один убегает. Остановите его. Все.
All right.
Говно. Обратный путь, обратный путь. А где не обратный путь? Какой-то подвисает игра. Мне это не нравится.
And I'm off.
Эльфы держат оборону, серьезно?
Our tribe fights for you, Warden.
Спасибо, спасибо, очень приятно. Но я так и не понял, что там с Логейном в конечном счете. Что за херня там происходит? Вы чё, мать вашу?
It's you, the Grey Warden. Andraste's mercy that you got here when you did. I thought for sure these monsters were going to get me.
Что случилось? Где все?
They all fled to the castle this morning, before the Darkspawn arrived. I thought I could make it to my home and back before they got here, but it took me too long to get down here. What a relief you arrived.
Возле замка тоже есть порождение тьмы?
By now, yes, they'd have reached the castle walls. I'm going to get out of here before any more of those things arrive. Thank you again.
То есть Мор уже докатился до Редклифе. Серьезно, мать вашу? Ну-ка с дороги, мать вашу. А, не, вот так делать, короче. Я тебе покажу, что будет. Алистер, не надо с ним цацкаться. Вали его. Работаем, ребята, работаем. Так, надо прикрыть Алистера. Деревня их просто до жопы. Смотри на это. Блин. У нас есть концентрат животного яда? Пусть нет, пусть будет. Господи, а я-то надеялся на спокойную, блин. Огр. Конечно же, огр. Yes. Вот он я. Какой же ты, сука. Эх, еще и двое. Алистер, вон туда, пожалуйста. Вин, ты не на того кинула. Алистер лежит какого-то хрена. Какое тебе восстановление, мразь? Попробуй разрывную, пожалуйста. Так, блин, а там это самое. Алистер отъехать пытается. Сделай, пожалуйста, что-нибудь. Я тебе покажу вытягивание жизни, мразь. Блин, Алистер, ты что делаешь? Что вообще происходит? Я, конечно, отъехала. Алистер сейчас тоже может отъехать. Лилиана, беги. Они схватили Алистера. Твою мать. Сейчас срочно нужно... Есть. Алистер, живи. Живи, мать твою. Я думаю, сейчас Лилиан отъедет. Алистер, пожалуйста, можно... Понятно, Лилиана отъехала. Нет, пока рано. Просто убей его. Да, против двух угроз тяжеловато. Так, этот отъехал, хорошо.
What's on your mind?
Ничего.
It is no trouble.
Здесь какой-то маленький пиксель вот. На одну целебную припарку. Спасибо. Спасибо, игра. Слушай, что-то прям... Какие-то жесткие стали, ребята. Рвут и мечут. Так, сохранюсь-ка я на всякий случай. У меня такое подозрение, что у меня игра хочет вылететь. Так, у меня был сейф.
Never any shortage of these ones.
Сколько у вас тут мрази? Так, я сюда. Алистер, тебе советую вот этого бахнуть сейчас. Пока ты еще можешь это сделать. Хотя бы вот этого бахни, раз уж не дотягиваешься. Никакой тебе отводящий порчи, паскуда. В смысле ты устоял? Ты там не охренел часом? Вот на него, пожалуйста. Алистер там просто в соляного. Можешь ее в камень превратить? Нет? Жаль. Ай, блин, больно. Алистер, хватит с ним цацкаться. Когда он меня пройдет? Господи, думаю, спокойно закончу, блин. Нет. Давай, сучара, давай, иди сюда, мать твою.
Quick!
Так, на всякий случай. А с него что-нибудь выпадет?
My lord, you're here. Thank goodness.
Порождения тьмы ворвались в замок?
Some did, yes, but we were able to close the gates and kill the ones in the courtyard. I was told to watch for your arrival, Warden. Your comrade Riordan arrived just ahead of the Darkspawn attack. He has urgent news for you.
Риордан? Что он здесь делает?
I don't rightly know. Things happened so fast, I only know he was scouting in the south before he arrived.
Подожди, можешь пока придержать этих тварей?
There might be stragglers, but you seem to have taken care of most of them out here. That's rather remarkable, really.
А, с него все-таки что-то упало. Отлично, отлично. Рубин изумруд. Не так, чтобы много, но уже хоть что-то. И вот это полезная штука.
I was told to watch for your arrival, Warden. Your comrade Riordan arrived just ahead of the Darkspawn attack. He has urgent news for you.
Ну тогда пошли.
I should take you to the hall right away, my lord. They'll be waiting for you there.
Давай посмотрим, что он скажет. Где это пушистый мохнатый?
It's a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Alistair. Or should I say your majesty?
No, I wouldn't say that. Not yet, anyway.
The Darkspawn that attacked Redkliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denerim. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
What? Are we sure about that? I mean, if that's true.
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain.
Денерим предупрежден.
Word has been sent, but they need more than warning. They need our armies.
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the Horde.
Make her preserve us.
But we can't reach Denerim within 2 days, can we? It's too far.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
Вообще, возможно ли добраться до города вовремя?
Perhaps not. But what is important is that we know where the Archdemon will be. If we do not defeat the Archdemon, it will not matter if Denerim is saved or the Horde defeated. And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march, and hope the army we've collected here gives us the chance we need. Al-Eamon, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak.
Then let's get them ready. I won't let all those people die without giving them a chance.
Как же мы сумеем уничтожить этого архидемона?
I was wondering that myself.
Then you don't know. Of course not. You're both new recruits Duncan wouldn't have expected.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
That would be appreciated.
Perhaps you and Alistair should meet me before you retire for the evening. There are things we need to speak of.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it.
Да уж. Ну, здорово.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Cloret sent their men or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no.
House Cloret's feud with House Romuald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. Didn't realize you were still up and about.
У гномьего войска проблемы?
Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the Assembly.
They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar.
Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arsed thinking that got us into the mess after Endrin passed.
It was our good fortune that you decided to go to Orzammar when you did, Grey Warden. For all that a surfacer needed our help, I expect we needed yours more.
Разве вам всем не положено отдыхать?
Resting? Who can rest after the march we had just getting here? You tall races have it so easy.
That and we're kept up thinking about the coming battle.
Are things truly that desperate? Do we stand a chance of losing?
Мы найдем способ победить. Иначе нельзя.
I hope you're right. Under the open sky is a terrible place to consider dying, that's for sure.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle.
Good evening, my lord. It is an honor to meet you.
Как обстоят дела в замке?
There was some groaning after the men received word about the coming race to Denerim tomorrow, but nothing serious. I think many are uneasy about facing the Great Horde. We will be outnumbered, it is said, but we have no choice. There are thousands of innocents in Denerim. My own family is there.
Но мы постараемся их спасти, об этом не тревожься.
Thank you. You can't imagine what a relief it is to hear you say that.
Что думаешь о предстоящей битве?
I am not certain. On one hand, I yearn for the capital to be defended. There are so many lives at stake. But it feels as if we are rushing to our doom. Do you truly feel that we have a chance of winning?
Конечно.
I hope you are right. I will pray for it.
Здесь много стражников, судя по всему.
We are concerned that Darkspawn assassins might be sent into the camp to harm you or the king. No doubt you could defend yourself from such an attack, but we would prefer you to rest easy. For a few hours at least.
Добрый вечер тебе, солдат.
Of course, my lord. Good luck to you.
Может, даже Элмон что-то новое скажет? Ну-ка.
Marrying Alistair to Honora would not have been my first choice. Still, it does keep the Therin bloodline alive, and Honora is a fine ruler. So I suppose I owe you thanks, Warden. All of Ferelden does.
Не найдется ли у нас еще каких-нибудь союзников?
We have sent messengers to Orlais. With any luck, the Empress will send us help within a week.
Через неделю.
I think it entirely possible, however, that she has written Ferelden off as a lost cause already, and will seek to defend her empire first. Perhaps the Grey Wardens of Orlais will be able to march and reach us in time. We should not rely on their arrival, even so.
Может, Алистеру лучше остаться в столице?
He insists on going. How can I say no? I am uneasy with the danger he puts himself in by accompanying you. I ask myself if he does not conspire to leave the throne to Honora after all. But Alistair knows his duty. He will do what is best. Right now, he believes that is assisting you in contacting your allies.
Пантегон?
And now Denerim is under assault by the Darkspawn. The death toll will be staggering. I wish you luck, Grey Warden, for all our sakes.
Да. Прыгает вокруг тебя, возбужденно лая. Шейла.
I am listening.
Стэн.
What is your wish, Kadan?
Ничего.
As you wish.
Логрен.
Right here, old pal. Aye, all right then.
Господи. Я думаю, сейчас самое время, чтобы...
Oh, how dear of you. Thank...
Interesting.
Ah, I heard rumours that Redcliffe was once again open for business, but my word, isn't this amazing? Such bustle. The Earl has kindly offered my son and I lodgings in exchange for supplies. I'm happy to help him. And you too, of course. If you have need of my wares, you have but to ask.
Давай, показывай.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Продать бы вообще тебе все это. Ничего. Погоди, а Алистер чё? Взял щит Дункана? А, это чё? Ого, слушай. К атаке 3 силовой, 6 защите. Дело, конечно, хозяйское.
Going.
Никто не хочет с нами говорить. Поэтому я предлагаю...
Yes.
Сундук, который не могу вскрыть. Ну что ж, предлагаю на этом пока остановиться. Продолжим в следующей серии прямо отсюда. Будем надеяться, следующая серия будет финальной. С вами были Дан, Рина, Жека, Гёля. Всем счастливо, всем пока.